about the youth, but by that time when this passion was ignited in me, I was young and I realized that Africa needs to make the money to develop itself. Aid is important, but it's not sustainable. The aid was never designed to be the sole resource for development. That's why we are where we are. And so for me, I took it upon myself to say, we are always clamoring. I travel a lot across the world. We are saying, oh, Zimbabwe is so educated. At some point, I said, please don't tell me I'm educated. That was before the Mugabe era. Because I was like, this is an embarrassment. You know, with our education, what are we doing with it? We continue begging, we continue moving with the bowel, saying, hey, you know, can you help us? So I felt like, as a young African, I need to do something to contribute to the development. And that contribution to the development with the education that I have, with the intelligence that I think I have, it's shortchanging myself to just move around with a bucket, you know, begging for money to do my work. And I decided I was going to go into business because I feel like, look at Stride Masiwa. We have Higher Life Foundation. Higher Life is one of the key organizations that supports our work. But Higher Life is Zimbabwe grown. And I said, if we had a couple, many Masiwas in this country would change, because right now they have more than, I think they've funded more than 250,000 children whom they've sent to school from 0th grade to tertiary education. And I said, if we were many that can do that, our development would be very much different. We wouldn't have to just wait on the government, but also the government would have to do what they're supposed to do in good governance. But as citizens, as Nyaradzo, I needed to do something. So I decided I needed to get into business. Another thing, I love the soft things of life, the good things of life. But I realized that, you know, just waiting on running this, what I'm running on donor funds, it will restrict me. So I decided to get into business. I got thinking. I started doing, I think 2 years ago, I tried to get into cleaning business, and I realized that it was going to take a lot of my time. It was going to be a new industry altogether for me. And then a thought just came, and then entered the new dispensation. And then there were a lot of things are going to change. There's going to be human rights respect, because I come from human rights. There's going to be democracy. There's going to be freedom of speech. And I said, fine, how do I test this as well and find opportunities in this? A thought came to mind to start a TV show, Identities on Flow. I engaged people at ZBC, and they said, yeah, that could be great. Do a pilot project, a pilot episode. So I recorded my pilot episode, and they loved it. It was good. It was good picture quality, and I think we, for a very long time, we were, if not the only ones. Anyway, they accepted the pilot project and got there. This is an enterprise, a social enterprise. So my TV show is funded by sponsors. It's an independent production. So I produce this TV show. People from NGOs where I am so, you know, experienced from, they want platforms, spaces. Nobody had done that. Anybody from civil society has done a TV show that talks about social, economic, and political issues that allows citizens to also talk about issues that matter to them. So I started this. It is doing well. It's been a year ever since we've been on ZTV. We have had challenges, but I think just like any other business, there would be challenges. But this model that I've seen, NGOs supported. I have NGOs come on board saying, we want to lead a conversation around ABCD. And then people come, and then I said, okay, it costs how much to sponsor a conversation? That means from that amount, I'm able to fund my people who produce for me, my technical team, and then remain with some profit. I haven't reached a place where I am probably, what is the word? Reaching margin? Breaking even. Breaking even? Yes. But it's a business and an opportunity that allows me to keep doing what I care about. Advanced development, because I'm having conversations around development. But most importantly, it was easy for me to do. The company is now growing. It's called Identities Media Holdings. Not only are we on ZTV, the TV show is just one of the products. We are also building our online presence. We are getting online to lead conversations again. Again, we're saying companies come on board, advertise, lead conversations, sponsor conversations with us. We are also interested in getting into film, because I'm also coming from a background where we are saying there are fewer women who own media companies, because that's also part of what I do as a development person. We are saying, where are the women? Are women participating where it matters the most, where there is money? The Women's Bank last year actually released that women benefit only 10% of the national income. We are 52% of the nation, but we only get the 10%. The rest of the 90% is going to the men. So majority of the platforms where the money is, the mining, media, other places, we usually are beneficiaries of just working. You get employed, you're working in a position, usually lower positions, because the higher you go, there's a lot of men up there. So I got into media. I'm seeing a lot of opportunities. So for me, I am answering a number of things. We need to increase women in media. We need to increase women in leadership. I'm empowering myself, but I'm also donating to my nonprofit. What that does, it also empowers me to speak truth to power. Truth to power in Zimbabwe, Zimbabwean government, truth to power to donors as well, who probably sometimes come with models that are not working, and sometimes to speak truth to power, you are compromised to say, if you become too talkative, people just avoid you if you speak the truth. But when you're empowered with your own funding, I think it becomes better. People will treat you a little bit different. They respect you more. And I feel like when you have something that you're bringing on the table, you attract more funding for your work. There are more philanthropists who also trust your work to say, if we put money in here, this person is looked after, she got her own stuff. And I'll tell you this, that since last year, all I've been doing in my nonprofit is to go in and work. I haven't been funded. I haven't had a salary from my nonprofit for the last year. I'm looking after myself. And I think, so for me, that is the definition of philanthropy. This is where I feel like all of us here, in whatever we are doing, can be people who can work in our organizations, identify non-profits that you care about, initiatives that you care about, but also, I know Rotarians, you're not living. Letty was telling me that being a Rotarian is living and serving the others. So I think this is kind of what you're already doing, and this is also what I'm doing. So she was telling me that I'm a Rotarian at heart. So this is my story of philanthropy, to say I am an African who wants to cause change in a community, but I can be part of that change by also using my brains to get into business, to open opportunities for others, as well as also to be able to lead a life that I want, where I can explore other things. I like to call myself, I live my life outside the box. I don't do the things that usually people do. Why? Because society creates boxes for us, but I refuse the boxes because there's more to be had in life. There is so much. I mean, I think I'm one of the few people who have run a non-profit who's now in business, and people are wondering, and I'm in media, and I'm not a journalist, and I'm just there, and it's working. And I feel like we can all do whatever we want. And I'm clear that in media, to be honest, I'm looking for money. My passion is girls and women, but I'm doing media because it's a business, but also it allows me to push my mandate, but also it pays me. It pays my bills. It allows me to live. So I would leave you with the word that, what is it that you're doing? Maybe that is outside the box, excuse me, that you do that is outside the box, what is it, that thing that you always procrastinated about? Do you listen to people define you on the things that you can do? But most importantly, are you contributing, maybe over and above coming to Rotary and paying your Rotary membership fees? Is there probably a non-profit that you love to support or that you support? That will be all from me. Thank you.
Thank you, Nyari. Good to end with a song.